What's good with y'all boys? It's Tbkd back with another reaction video, and this video is kinda different because you usually see me reacting to music, more specifically right now the dancehall scene and the UK drill. But I started thinking to myself, when I hear these lyrics, especially in the UK bars, they're talking about ways they killing the ops. I'm thinking, yo, this is mad disturbing. These guys are doing acid, stabbing niggas. I'm like, yo, that's the worst way they can go. But then I thought to myself, there is people way more demonic than these UK and Jamaican rappers. There's people that do the things that they rap about worst and don't rap about it. Right now I'm speaking about the cartel, and I thought to myself, I'd rather get stabbed than get killed with a chainsaw or like next ways of killing people. That the cartel specifically has a specific creative mind of how they, how they kill the people. I'm like, bro, I want to react to that. Bruh. I don't know why I shouldn't, but I'm just kind of curious. Like, I searched this one thing, it was like the Mexican cartel chainsaw murders, and these are not regular chainsaw murders from like the movies and shit. As explaining, there's a story about some guy named Felix Garcia, some shit. I think he probably did some dumb shit. Like me, if I'm in the cartel, I am listening to every order. I'm never stealing, because I'm not trying to go out like that, you dig what I'm saying? But these niggas, I don't know, they're crazy and they're fucking up, and we go react to the punishment of them fucking up. If you get what I'm saying. I'm not gonna talk too much because this video is 9 minutes long. I don't know how much the whole video is gonna be, but you can go straight into this shit.
Welcome back to Disturbed Reality.
It's called Disturbed Reality too, bro.
A case linked with one of Mexico's most infamous drug cartels.
Oh shit.
And this involves the capture and murders of Felix Gamez Garcia and Barnabas Gamez Castro. These murders were recorded and uploaded to the internet.
Damn.
And subsequently shared by many gore sites online.
Bro, that's one I would not want to die and end up on Twitter, bro. That's like the worst
victims in the
way.
video were Felix Gamez Garcia and his uncle Barnabas Gamez Castro.
Him and his
These
uncle,
men
bro.
in the video worked for the notorious Sinaloa cartel, run by Joaquin Guzman.
I know who that is.
As El Chapo.
Yes,
the
sir.
Sinaloa cartel
Big
is one of the most recognized in Mexico. It's a large international drug trafficking, money laundering, and organized crime syndicate established during the late 1980s. The cartel is primarily based in the city of Culiacan, Sinaloa. The
I thought it was in
States
Colombia.
Intelligence community considers the Sinaloa cartel to be one of the most powerful drug trafficking organizations in the world, so they're certainly not to be messed with. But let's get back to Felix Gamez Garcia and Barnabas Gamez Castro.
Them niggas know they fucked up.
You
look at that face, they know they fucked up,
appears to be a rundown wall or building. Both men are shirtless and both men have been restrained, with their hands behind their back, either handcuffed or tied up. The video starts with both men being interrogated in Spanish. From what it appears in the video, there are multiple captors, including at least 2 gunmen. So these men are outnumbered, outgunned, and restrained.
Exactly, they know they're gonna die, bro.
I don't speak Spanish, but I have done some research in regards to what was being said in the interrogation. Now, there are numerous descriptions out there of what was being said in the video, but after delving forums and Reddit, there are a few descriptions that kind of match each other. So I'll give you the gist of what was going on and what was being said. I can speak Spanish a little bit. The interrogation starts as both men identify themselves as Felix Gamez Garcia and his uncle Barnabas Gamez Castro. Felix Gamez Garcia sold drugs in Phoenix and then was arrested and sent back to Mexico.
Damn.
In Mexico, he was tasked with taking messages to and from El Cholo, which is their acting leader, to El Chapo Guzman, which is their real leader but is in prison. Barnabas Gamez Castro, Felix's uncle, said that he hooked up with the cartel through his nephew and that he just ran errands for them. He was working on getting a 3/4-ton pickup released, which had been confiscated, and had also taken radios to a colonel they had on the payroll. Barnabas Gamez Castro mentioned that the last errand that he ran, he got paid 300 pesos, and in conversions in the UK...
300 pesos? That's like what? Fucking $2 Canadian American money? These guys is putting their life on the line for 300 pesos? Are you serious? Bro, if I'm in a cartel, I'm getting at least $10,000 permission, bro. Because if anything goes wrong, you're either dead or doing life in prison. These niggas is risking their whole life and more for 300 pesos. Are you serious? He deserves to die, bro. Are you serious, bro? This nigga could go to Canada or Mexico. Not Mexico. He was in America, Phoenix. Nigga could have worked at 9 to 5 McDonald's, got way more than 300 pesos. That's like I'm gonna do the research, but I swear that's not even more than 20 American dollars,
That
bro.
is about £10. And
That's
in
tough.
the US, it is roughly $15.
Bro!
And that is absolute. And he got paid
$15?
300 pesos. And in
Look,
conversions,
not
in
even
the
20.
UK,
Look.
that is about £10.
$10?
And in the US, it is roughly $15.
Bro.
And that is absolutely crazy.
That's what I'm
when
saying,
you're
bro.
taking that sort of risk, you know, risking hard time in prison.
That's what I'm
or
saying.
Worse, ending up like this.
Exactly.
When that's what you're getting paid, man.
That's what I'm
It's
saying,
absolutely
bro.
Insane. It really
Insane.
is. I mean, you see
Idiots.
media these days, whether it be movies, TV
Niggas
shows,
is dumb
like
as hell, bro.
Narcos,
Niggas
they all
deserve to
kind
die. I
of,
ain't gonna lie, bro.
paint the picture a certain way where, yes,
But I
they'll
wouldn't
point
wish
out that
a
that
chainsaw
lifestyle is
death
very
on anybody,
dangerous
though.
and
I
very
ain't gonna
risky.
cap.
But they'll also point out how glamorous it is for money, for cars, for women,
300
for
pesos, bro.
mansions, for parties. They'll kind of glamorize it in a certain sense, but in reality, 99% of people in those cartels, the foot soldiers, really
get
aren't
shit,
getting
bro.
any money whatsoever.
Exactly.
And they are living a terrible,
Exactly.
terrible, dangerous lifestyle for basically nothing.
Exactly,
but yeah,
bro.
back to the interrogation. Essentially, both men went on to say not to steal from the cartel, and that if you witness something, just keep your mouth shut and avoid these people. The uncle, Barnabas Gamez Castro, said that he wanted to tell people not to get mixed up in this because it wasn't worth it, and he said that he and his nephew's lives were now worthless, and that was all he had to say. So
Damn.
yeah, essentially from the rough translations online, it appears that these men in the video stole from the cartel.
Nah,
a lot of
that's-
people describe
that's
the
where they
men in the
fucked
video
up, bro.
as snitches, but that
I would never, even if it was like, if I was counting $1 million of El Chapo's money, I wouldn't even take $100 from that, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I would be way too scared to even take $1, to be real with you,
appear
bro.
to
I'd
be the
rather ask
case.
before I
It does appear
take
that they
it, bro.
were stealing from the
Hell
cartel,
nah.
which is hardly any wonder when these guys are getting paid 300 pesos per job.
Yeah, that
But
is
that
true,
is the
that is true.
interrogation in a nutshell. After that, it gets bad, really bad. And before I describe what goes down in this video, again, I would implore you guys not to watch this content. Again, it's just not worth it. It does absolutely nothing for you.
I'm gonna
or
watch
your
the whole,
psyche.
I'm gonna watch when they get
Before I
killed
describe
on
what goes
Twitter.
on,
I ain't gonna
I'll roughly
cap.
give you the backstory on how I watched this video. Now, I saw this video shortly after it came out, and if memory serves me correct, that was around 2011 or 2012. It was one of those 2 years. I was definitely still at college, so I would have been around 17 years old. And at that time, you know, I was still going through my edgy teenager phase. And when this video came out, it actually got quite a bit of traction online. Not quite as much as Three Guys One Hammer, which I covered previously.
What
but
is that, bro?
quite a few people were talking about this online.
That just sounds Three
and
Guys
even
One
amongst
Hammer,
each
bro.
other. But yeah,
Sounds gay as
ultimately,
hell.
I watched this video at college. We was all on lunch break, and one of my friends got it up on his phone. And like the little edgelord that I was back then, I decided to watch it. And here's essentially how it went down. As I was previously describing, the start of the video is just the interrogation. Both men sitting against the wall, being interrogated. Once the interrogation ends, that's when the murders take place. And the first guy to be murdered is the uncle, Barnabas Gamez Castro, and he actually had his head sawed off by a chainsaw. Obviously, that's an extremely brutal way to go. A lot of
Way
blood.
worse.
The blood was actually spraying on his nephew,
Yeah,
Felix
bro.
Gamez Garcia. And yeah, Barnabas Gamez Castro got decapitated by a chainsaw, and it all happened rather quickly. It was all done within a few seconds. So yes,
Damn.
extremely brutal way to go, extremely
Extremely.
visceral. But ultimately, it was a quick way to go. A lot of these cartels are known for long drawn out and excruciating deaths for their enemies. And some may say that Barnabas was lucky to have his life ended so quickly. I
That
do
is
believe
true,
was
but
for a
chainsaw
reason.
though, bro.
Obviously, his
I'd rather get
nephew
just a one
Felix
gunshot
Gamez
to the head.
Garcia seemed to get him involved, and his nephew Felix Gamez Garcia seemed to have deeper ties with the Sinaloa cartel. So Barnabas had his head decapitated by a chainsaw. By the way, the striking thing about this video, from what I remember, was how nonchalant the guys were in accepting their fate. They
Yeah,
wasn't kicking,
bro.
they wasn't screaming.
Cause
basically
they know,
accepted what
like
was
they
coming
know
to
they
them.
can't stop
So
it,
yeah,
bro.
Barnabas was decapitated
That's
with a chainsaw,
fucked.
but unfortunately for him, he didn't have such a quick demise. Bear in mind that he saw his uncle just get decapitated.
Yeah,
with
that's
a
worse. The
chainsaw,
second person
and now
is
it's
worse,
his turn.
bro.
He gets
Exactly.
decapitated, but not with a chainsaw. Felix Gamez Garcia is decapitated with a hunting knife. This method took far longer than the chain.
That's way worse. That's like they're taking their time. That even hurts when I do it with my finger. Damn. The second guy got away worse. First he gotta watch his uncle get his head with a chainsaw, blood spraying on him. Then he gets with a knife, bro. You have to takes like 2 minutes to fully cut. Bro, remind me never to join a cartel, bro. I'm staying my ass on YouTube,
I would estimate that it took around 2 minutes to complete the job.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said, bro.
Felix Gamez Castro was alive throughout most of it. The captor begins sawing his neck with a hunting knife, and throughout this you can hear Felix Gamez Castro struggle, gurgling on blood, struggling for breath obviously, and the noises throughout the second decapitation in this video were hideous, to be honest. That's one thing I remember from this video.
I'm probably not gonna watch that, bro.
It's the noises of Felix Gamez Garcia that got me. And yeah, there was a lot of blood.
It was the noises for me, bro.
He was feeling every bit of it for as long as he was alive.
Bro. Ouch.
But eventually they do decapitate him, and they hold his head to the camera and place his head on his torso, and that essentially was the video. It served as a purpose to let the guys in the cartel know this is what happens to you if you snitch and if you steal, and also just a warning in general to anybody who crosses them. The cartels in Mexico record a lot of murders for this reason.
Yeah,
and that's
I know,
why
that's
a lot
facts.
of these murders caught on tape by the cartels are extremely brutal and extremely graphic, because they want to send a message to anybody who will mess with them, essentially. And actually, there's a lot of speculation to say that ISIS actually took a lot of inspiration from these cartel videos. That's how hardcore a lot of these cartels are, and there are some gruesome stories out there and some real gruesome content. In fact, we might do a couple of more cartel videos in the very near future. This could be, in fact, a little mini-series. Maybe we'll call it Cartel Hell or something like that. But yeah, that's the video. Again, I would highly implore you guys not to watch this video.
Yeah, I don't think I'm watching it. After you said the noises,
I watched this
bro.
video many years ago when I was a teenager, and I certainly wouldn't watch this video again. And like I mentioned in the previous video, I wouldn't watch gore videos
at all. Yeah, that shit is weird, bro. I used to watch that shit, bro.
So essentially,
that shit is mad
I do
weird.
videos on what I have seen, but I'm not going to seek out this sort of content just to make videos. But there we go, that is the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, if I can use that term.
Nah, bro. Like, at the same time, bro, they kinda, I wouldn't say they deserve it, but they kinda had it coming. Like, why are you joining the cartel making $15 and you stealing? Like, I would much rather just rob banks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would rather work a 9 to 5 on the farm for the rest of my life. But they did the second guy dirty. They did the second guy dirty as hell. Made him watch his uncle's blood get sprayed on him, and he got a quick death. But the second guy, I think the second guy did worse, because like, why are you doing it more to him? Like, the chainsaw was quick, but like the knife, gurgle. Oh man, are you serious, bro? They did him dirty. And I started thinking to myself, like, damn, what did they do to make them niggas that mad?